Hello, everybody. Hi. Let me know if you can hear me, please. We're gonna have fun today. So, for those of you that do not know me, my name is Janet Wright, and you are welcome to watch this. It's going to be a group healing, and I will be healing 101 people that prepaid a nominal fee on my website before it sold out. And these 101 people are in 10 countries, which I think is really fun. So I'm in the US. I do love people in the US. Don't necessarily love the government right now, but I love the people. And but I think it's super cool that people from different countries, non-US countries, are participating as well. So thank you for joining this healing party. Group healing sounds like a big mush of energy, but it's not at all. I'm healing 101 individuals at the same time, but their energies are not mushing at all. There's no interaction. So thank you for my validation that people can hear me. I appreciate it. Let me see. I gotta get my camera right so that when I move my hands up here, you can see it. Healing up here. Yes, it's on the camera. Good. Let's see, maybe healing up here. Yeah. Hello. So this healing is going to be themed. It's going to have a theme and then a sub-theme and probably another sub-theme. But the theme of all this one and the other two that I did 2 days ago and then 2 days before that was love life. So it's going to help you clear out your love life space, your love life energy, so that you are more likely to have a healthy situation. It could help you to be, definitely could help you to be more healthy within whatever relationship you currently have. And I word that very specifically. It doesn't transform your partner, although I do give tips here and there on how to help with that. I mean, obviously you could just buy your partner the healings. That would really help transform your partner. Even if your partner doesn't consciously like the idea, I can talk to them on a spirit level and explain. And so if I do that and they're like, oh, yeah, okay, on a spirit level, then that's good enough for me. So your partner could get energy healing, most likely. But anyway, so that's one way. Also, angel classes. You can center yourself, ask your angels for help with boundaries, and then just explain to your partner on a spirit level that they could get angel classes in their sleep about being a good listener or patience or anger management or whatever. So there are options, even that are free, if you have a partner who you feel needs to change. But as usual in personal growth, the real power is recognizing how much you can change within yourself. So that's what we're doing. And even if you don't have a relationship, this can help. If you don't have a relationship and you don't want one, or you don't have a relationship and you want one, either way, there could be lots to clear and heal within yourself. So this is awesome. That's what's so exciting about all this. Let me put on my glasses so I can actually see better. And okay, so that's the theme, is love life. I don't know if these glasses are the best for this. Let's see. I have a busy shirt, so maybe I need glasses that are not busy, right? Don't want to be too busy, busy. But anyway, so today's Tuesday, so the third in the set of 3 healings. So we're still gonna, of course, have the love life theme, and we're gonna do some cool stuff there. We're gonna still have the clear avoidance sub theme, which has been very cool. Especially, I think, yes, the Sunday healing. I liked the clear avoidance that we did then, because we healed your inner avoidance librarian, who is like, it's just a part of you that is really into avoidance and is like, you know, actively campaigning that you avoid things and storing them away in little repressed areas of your energy field. You can just heal that part of you, and then that part of you is all better and doesn't do that. But the thing is, you have probably a bunch of little avoidance librarians, inner avoidance librarians, so we're going to do a little bit more of that today, just because that does seem to really help. So that's neat. So we're going to do that again today, the inner avoidance librarian. Heal your inner avoidance librarian. Somebody said they have an avoidance soldier. I think meaning that their avoidance librarian was really like very passionate about avoiding things. So, but it's still easy to do. And then we did on Sunday, we did fun with closets, which is just a way to clear baggage in your chakras that is holding you back in your love life space. So we'll probably do a sped up version of that today also. But that was in Sunday. And I put all sorts of timestamp links in the comment section of the Sunday video, as I usually do. So you can go right to the timestamp for Fun with Closets introduction, Fun with Closets doing it, you know, blah, blah, blah. You can go to the timestamp for the avoidance librarian part. The avoidance librarian part, I don't know, I'm just guessing, it's probably about 15 minutes. So if you see this 2-hour video and you're like, 2-hour video, Janet, are you kidding me? You know, you could just peruse, go to the comment section, peruse the subheadings, and, you know, let's say you're already grounded and your aura is already repaired. Then you could go right to avoidance librarian, say, or something, and rock it out. But of course, you can half listen to these things as you do other things. And, you know, like feed cats, feed dogs, feed children, feed yourself, dress yourself, yada, yada. And that might be a way to listen to a 2-hour recording. Okay. Oh, we did legs and hips too on Sunday, which I think I did. Thank you everybody for your surveys. If you did fill out a survey, that helped me a lot in planning today. We did legs and hips and feet and all that on Sunday, just clearing out like from here down, body image issues, body shame, body whatever stuff out of here. And that consciously, some people felt a difference to that already. So that's nice, because body issues can obviously affect love life, you know, because you might get naked with somebody. So, or just, you know, just in your, you know, do you feel lovable? Do you feel worthy of love? And so your body issues can affect that. You know, even just love, like a hug, you know. So we want you to feel worthy of hugs, right? So we should probably do that again today. Just clear out, you know, body shaming, anything that, you know, any energy that makes you feel uncomfortable about your body. You don't want that. What else do I want to say? Oh, the sub-theme for Tuesdays is home healing. Heal your home. Heal the energy of your home. And I will heal you in specific ways. And then I will specific ways that will help you be more ready to deal with your home. And then I will also walk you through a home healing exercise. So that's really cool. I know I personally have felt the difference on that one. And I have heard from surveys that some people have described to me different home things that they've been able to do that they haven't done in a while or they've needed to do for a while. So that's fun. With the avoidance stuff, when I read the surveys, I don't reply individually to the people. So I know that's kind of a weird dynamic, like you might think, well, I'm giving to her and she's not giving back, like it's like an uneven relationship, but yeah, and that is, there is one way in which that's true because you fill out a survey, you personally, and then I don't personally give you back something. So I apologize for that, the weirdness of that dynamic. But how it helps me in not replying individually to everyone, I have time to rest and relax in between healings and be a person. But also, then I get to be very inward when I'm reading the surveys and I plan the next healing better that way. So it's a better healing, the next healing, because of it. So, but anyway, so somebody in there, a couple people, I think, but one person in particular, they're like, well, I don't want to be avoidant anymore. I'm now realizing how much I've been avoidant my whole freaking life. I don't want to do that anymore, but I don't know how to not do it anymore. So I think part of what's going on there is like clear avoidance. We've sort of used that term so much that that's a thing now. People are like, okay, don't be avoidant. Avoidance is bad. Avoidance makes you spin your wheels your whole life. It's a total waste. It's one of the biggest ways to make your life harder than it needs to be, like way harder than it needs to be, and way less fun than it could be. So I think that message is received. People really get that. But what's the opposite of avoidance, right? I think that's not as clear to everybody. Like, what is non-avoidance? So I'm going to try to be more thorough in explaining what is the opposite of avoidance. The opposite of avoidance, like technically, as far as like nuts and bolts, is clearing energy blocks and nourishing. So it's like two things. Clearing, nourishing, clearing, nourishing. So clearing is, melting energy blocks, blowing them up, setting them on fire and melting them, handing them to your angels so they help you clear them. So that's clearing, right? So you clear energy blocks. You can clear energy blocks that are making you feel sad, angry, ashamed, scared. Anything that's not good is from energy blocks, and they can be destroyed and melted. And a lot of people don't realize that, maybe because they try a little and they're like, no, I still feel bad. It's because there's never just one, usually there's not just one energy block. If it's some kind of a recurring thing for you, it's a whole series of them. So you clear 10 and 10 more trigger and you're like, no, I still feel bad, Janet, that didn't work. You just have to kind of get into the habit of it. Just blow them up, make fireworks out of them, or gold fire, make dumpster fires out in front of you, like something that really amuses you so it can become like a new lifestyle rather than having avoidance be your lifestyle. Have clearing energy blocks be your lifestyle. Just be like, on a spirit level, of course. And grounding them, letting them go, releasing them, because they can melt, in the center of the earth too. So just let go, blow up, let go, blow up, something like that, and that's clearing things, right? And then nourishing yourself is through doing fun things that are healthy, not destructive, or flower healing. Flower healing is nourishing, right? So I'll make sure to do some of that today, because we always do clearing, but we don't always do the nourishing. We did on Friday, but I'll make sure we do it today too. So if you don't want avoidance to be your lifestyle anymore, then clearing and nourishing would be your new lifestyle, potentially, if you choose to accept it. So clearing and nourishing, that is the opposite, technically speaking, of avoidance. You clear it and then you kind of soothe yourself and replenish yourself afterwards. So hope that makes sense. And yeah. We may do good karma window repair in the back because I noticed one of my newbies, she said she had a focus issue and she didn't give me context though. She didn't say like, well, and I have focus issues half the time, but they're just really annoying. So that's why I'm putting them on the survey. Or I never have focus issues. This is really weird, Janet. So context very much helps me. I don't think she's going to listen to this recording, so whatever. But for the people that are listening, context helps me when you have a survey and you tell me something. I care about what you're saying, but I need to be able to. But anyway, so I think that she needed good karma window work, and she's never gotten a healing before, and we haven't done it yet in this set. So that is one way to help focus. So we will do that today. So definitely a little bit of body healing to get rid of body shame and all that, so that you feel very huggable. Home healing, because why not? And we're doing home healing in all the Tuesday healings through the rest of this year. So home healing means heal the energy of your home, but also so you're more able to do home related projects, home maintenance, home organizing, home decorating, home whatever, home care stuff. Avoidance, we'll do more avoidance librarian stuff because that is fun and it works. Flower healing, because that's the opposite of avoidance, is clearing and nourishing. So that's what we're going to do. And then some good karma window stuff for my newbie that has focus issues. And of course, everybody needs better focus anyway, so why not? I think that's what I want to mention. Oh, I do want to say, just because it's fun to say, to be perfectly honest, all group healings are currently sold out. But a new batch is going up on my website in 4 days. So you'll be able to get some in 4 days on the 15th. Of August. On the 15th of each month, I put up new stuff on my session payment page. So I will be putting up the October group healings, which are cool. The triplet set for October, it's hard to describe, but it'll be really cool. It has to do with like reorienting yourself so that your life is more true to who you are. And like, because along the way you can get kind of molded by people, you know, like you're molded a little bit by your parents and by siblings and by school experiences and whatever. And it's like, then as an adult, you're like, well, this is who I am, but it's not as pure as it could be because you got molded. So we're going to unmold you a little so that you can be like, oh yeah, this feels more me. So it's hard to put that in a short theme, but that's kind of what we're going to do for the October triplet. And then the October Healing Masterclass will be, the theme is enthusiasm, blah, 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 whatever else I put for it. But it's basically like, enthusiasm is heart chakra energy, and it really helps in life, really, really, really. And people always think, well, I'm not happy because I just lost my job, Janet. How on earth can I be happy? Are you crazy? You know, or I'm not happy because, you know, my marriage sucks or whatever. But oddly enough, the way chakras work and the way energy works, you can actually be pretty damn happy despite truly sucky aspects of your life. Which Which I know sounds nuts, but it's actually true because this is the motor that makes, the happy energy, and this motor can work despite the fact that, your husband doesn't listen to you, and, you know, you have $5 in the bank. I mean, if you can get this one running, you're gonna be feeling good, which is gonna help you address the other issues more easily, So there's that. So I'm just looking at everyone's hellos. Thank you for your hellos, the flowers and the little tree branches. Someone says these healing videos always blow my mind. Thank you, angels. Please bless Janet Wright. Oh, yeah, because I don't like when people say sending love and light. I'm like, no, thanks, because a lot of times people don't send. It's not like some universal healing energy they're sending. Like most of the time, they're sending their own life force, which is going to bog me down. So, yeah. So I appreciate that. The way of saying just angels, please bless Janet Wright, because the angels aren't going to make that messy. So it's nice. So someone says, hey, we can hear you. Good morning and much love to you all. Sending positive energy. Yay. So all sorts of things. Okay, cool. I think we can start. Get everything just right here. All right. So we're going to have a quiet minute while I prep myself just for a sec and say hi to all the 101 people on a spirit level. And I kind of half said it, but everyone is welcome to watch, even if you're not one of the 101 people. I do talk out loud for most of the time as I'm healing, and I explain what I'm doing, so that would allow you to heal yourself and do what I'm doing for yourself. But first, I'm going to be quiet for like a minute or two right now, so you can just have your tea or chill out for a second, breathe, relax while I'm not talking. Oh, sorry, one thing, because I always forget, the angels just told me. Please give this a thumbs up if you think you're gonna like. I don't want to be presumptuous. If you don't know, if you're on the fence, you don't have to give it a thumbs up. But if you like it or you think you're gonna like it, please give it a thumbs up now, because it helps YouTube to think it's legit. Thank you. Even later as a video, please give it a thumbs up. Okay. So when you heal yourself, you can make a copy out in front of you of what you're healing. So you can imagine like a big bubble for your aura, and you're in there, and then, the big connection to the center of the earth, you're grounding. And go ahead and recreate your grounding, make it as wide as your whole aura, and wide all the way down to the core of the earth, and make it red or orange or yellow. And you can imagine you're grounding out in front of you, a copy of it, a mini copy, and like it goes up to your third chakra below your sternum. So right there, make your grounding that high and as wide as your whole aura, all the way around, in front, back, and sides. So like a big waterfall or a big tree trunk that flows downward. And with the gold light, now that you've made your grounding, now unblock it. There can be energy blocks, and I tend to say this, but it's like sometimes if you're not ready to hear it, you won't hear it. So then someday someone's like, oh, thank you for explaining this. And I'm like, I've explained it 80 times. But, you may not hear it if you're not ready to hear it. So hopefully this time, it's like if you ever wonder, like, why are you cranky after a healing? Well, you're cranky because your grounding got blocked up. That's why. So you need to unblock your grounding. So what does that mean? Well, even right now you have a wide grounding because you just made it nice and wide, but a lot of people, the whole back half is blocked. The back half of their grounding down there. So you just imagine it's like, it looks like a hill of garbage or something that you were trying to melt, but it didn't happen. That you just like halfway let go of down there. So that would make someone cranky. So just melt that. Lots of gold light. And yes, it's possible that your partner often is cranky because their grounding is blocked. It's probably too narrow and clogged. So you can get in the habit of helping your partner to unblock their grounding, even in a clean and respectful way. But first, let's unblock yours, and then we can explain more. I can explain more. Because the angels keep talking at me. So anyway, why do you get cranky? Because you're not releasing properly. You're triggered and not releasing. So what do you do when you get cranky? You redo your grounding and unblock your grounding, so that the energy blocks, particularly in your second layer, down here even, can release, right? Because energy blocks in your second layer become, sadness or frustration, crankiness. So what do? We are unblocking grounding, where you just imagine whatever clogs are in your grounding and you melt them with gold light, gold fire, gold water. And you just think about letting go. That usually helps. Like say, I can let go, and what you're doing is you try to talk to the resistant part of you that's like, what? It's not me, it's him. Everybody's just not nice, Like try to say hi to that part of you that is hanging on accidentally, and to say, okay, let go, let go. The part of you that's like spiraling on how unfair things are and why are people doing this to me, just, say hi to that part of you and melt that feeling away, basically. Just say, it's okay to let go. It's gonna make you feel better if you let go. It's all right. It's not going to make people treat you better necessarily. It's going to make you feel a lot better and stronger, though, which is very key. It may also make people treat you differently as well, actually, but that's not the immediate effect. The immediate effect is you will feel a lot better, which is a worthy goal. So we are unblocking grounding. And half of that is how much gold light you're using to like melt this stuff, right? But half of it is that you're letting go. So just imagine your resistance is kind of melting. The inner glue is just melting. So, and then you can ask yourself, like, okay, is my grounding unblocked enough so that I can have a really awesome day? Or is my grounding unblocked enough so that I can really rock the rest of this love life healing? So you kind of can, because otherwise you're like, well, this is annoying and I'm bored, so let me move on, and you don't, that is valid, but that's not really the way you want to do it. The way I would suggest is be practical, be like, like you're like your own mechanic. And so you're done when the task is done. And the task is done when your grounding is flowing enough so that you're going to be able to really rock it out and clear a lot of love life stuff. Or you're going to be able to rock it out and be very relaxed and confident today. Or you see what I'm saying? Like for your stress management, is your grounding functioning well enough for the stress management that you need today? Like, some of my clients are moms of like, two young boys, for heaven's sake. I'm a mom of 3 beagles and 4 cats, so maybe that's still probably not the equivalent of 2 young boys. But maybe it's in the neighborhood of chaos. But anyway, so you ask yourself, am I grounded enough to be, to have a good day, even if I'm the mom of 2 young boys, or even if I have this and this and this to do today, plus 3 beagles and 4 cats, or, whatever. Because your grounding is not for them, but, the aspects of your life that represent, lack of predictability, changes that, energy shifts that are fast, do you have a grounding that can handle you and your day and your responsibilities? And if not, use more gold light and just let go more. Think about, okay, I gotta let go. I gotta let go. I am letting go. I am letting go. Deep breaths. All right, that seemed to help. Yeah. We want energy work to be very useful in your life, so you need grounding, you need extra grounding because you have kids or because you have beagles that don't listen ever. Okay, cool. So I'm taking notes. La la la. I'm gonna check out where people are at, what people need next. Let's do aura repair. So with aura repair, you just imagine, the bubble that is your aura, which may be a beat up, deflated, ripped up bubble or not. you know, you just imagine whatever, if you can't see, don't worry. That's no excuse. You do this anyway. So have your intention be, okay, I'm making a copy of my aura out in front of me. Bam, done. And then use your hands or lots of gold suns to repair your aura. And again, quantity of gold matters, and also whether you are, allowing. I can heal, I can repair, I can be restored, that kind of idea. So you just wash out the rips. And if you think you're not sure you have rips, just imagine, okay, I'm washing them out if they're there. But sometimes, your intuition is better than you think it is. So just kind of play along, and just imagine the rips. And if you have no rips, just comb through your aura anyway and melt away any aura blackening that you see, or imagine any like energy blocks that are bunched together. If you have no aura blackening, you still have energy blocks somewhere that you can melt in your aura. So we're doing aura repair, and also we are melting aura blackening. But the repair is what you'd want to finish first. And when you repair the aura, when you finish, it gets bigger because it's like a tire that now doesn't have a leak in it. You get to fully inflate it. And what is fully inflating your aura is your chakras. Your chakras generate energy, right? So your chakras then fill up your aura with energy when there are no more holes in your aura. And we are repairing two auras. I never really say that, hardly ever say that, but we're repairing your physical body's aura generated by your physical body chakras, and we're repairing your astral body or your spirit body aura generated by your spirit body or your astral body chakras. Because you have a spirit, which is you are an eternal soul, and then you have your physical body. And both of those have complete 7 chakras. So if that blew your mind, just let it go. It's okay. Later it'll click later. So anyway, we did aura repair. So now just finish up with the aura blackening, melting the aura blackening. Just, little, for example, like if I look at a guy I'm healing for the first time, he's in his teens, his mom paid for him to get the healing. He does have a lot of aura blackening in the outer 7654 layers. Like half of each aura layer is all black. So it's like purple and black, dark blue and black, light blue and black, green and black. And that it just makes life harder. So we don't want that, right? So go ahead and imagine any aura blackening you might have. One of my moms, who's not a newbie, she's more like intermediate, and she doesn't get healings very often, but she heals herself regularly. She has maybe like 30% aura blackening in every layer, which contributes to her being more tired, having less energy to deal with all her kids, her many children. So just go ahead and melt away the aura blackening in your aura layers. Another person I'm healing, her aura blackening. She doesn't have aura blackening in her outer layers, but she does in 4321. Still, like maybe 20% in the inner layers. She's gotten some individual healings from me, and she gets a lot of the group healings. So that's how. But she only knows about them I think she knows it slightly consciously, but mostly just her daughter pays for them and she doesn't know. So it's just her spirit, getting the healings and working with her angels in her sleep, because she does that now. Because that's the real relationship, like healing relationship that I hope to help people cultivate is with their angels. Because, one day I'm going to cross over, it'll be a while from now, don't worry. But, one day I'm going to cross over and then, you can't get Janet healings. you know. But you hopefully will have learned how to clear energy blocks and nourish. And so you can do that without me, right? Without group healings and new videos and, but maybe YouTube will still exist. You can still wreck the old videos. But the point is you'll always have your angels, even in another life and another life. You'll always be able to work with your angels and listen and receive a lot of divine assistance and healing all the time. So that's always really encouraging when I see, like somebody's mom or somebody's brother or something who's getting the healings and now he works with his angels, like on a subconscious level. It's such a huge advantage in life, and it's an advantage that you'll always be able to use in any lifetime. Being more open to divine assistance is always a good thing in any life. So hopefully that's the real relationship that gets nurtured, is your sense that you have divine assistance and you can be open to that. The only reason I mention that is not because I'm, considering dying soon. It's because this other client, she keeps mentioning, oh, I used to go to this reader and she died and blah, blah, blah. So, that's the only reason I mention that, not to freak everybody out. But that's the thing, I want you to learn skills that you will have then no matter what. Without YouTube, you'll still have these skills. Without me, you'll still have these skills. So we did grounding, we did unblocking grounding, then we did aura repair, and then melting away aura blackening to the extent that you're ready to do right now. So let's do vacuum boxes. Vacuum boxes is an easy way to get lots of beings out of the way, which is good. So you just make vacuum boxes. It's a temporary little energy creation that you make with your intention or your mind. And they're just little three-dimensional boxes, and you just make a bunch of them all over, and I'll suggest a bunch of places that you can put them. And then you turn them on with one handy dandy remote control, and they suck up beings that are in the area, in your space, and they suck up other people's energy. And then when they're all full, they make a nice cute little bell sound, and then you ask your angels to recycle them all the boxes, collect all the boxes. Okay, so you can make your boxes clear and gold or rainbow colors, and just what I would say is, why don't you put a bunch in your grounding, all the way down there, halfway down, just put them all around. You can put them outside your grounding too, down there. You can put in front of all your chakras, a whole bunch in your aura right in front of all your chakras, and then a whole bunch in your aura right behind all your chakras and above your seventh maybe. So make a whole bunch of vacuum boxes there real fast. And then you can make them in front and behind your shoulders and your arms, just a whole row of them in front and a row in back. And then make some right above your head, a bunch more, just in this whole space, the upper part of your aura. And make some more vacuum boxes above the top of your aura. And then the last place that I would suggest you make them is on your spiritual path out in front of you. Just, your spiritual path is like a road that you're traveling on that represents what you're meant to experience and learn in this life. And it's good to unblock it so that it's an easier journey, right? So just a whole bunch of vacuum boxes ahead of you on that road, on your spiritual path. And then you turn them all on, your handy dandy remote control. And just relax, deep breath, let go. Because you don't want your inner glue to hang on to this stuff, right? You want just the vacuum boxes to work and suck up everything that you don't need, the beings and the people. It's not that you don't need people in your life, but you definitely don't need them in your space. It's two different things. So just let the vacuum boxes work. Think about letting go, deep breath. All right, so now the vacuum boxes were dinging because they're full. So just say, angels, please recycle my vacuum boxes. And now you can go ahead and feel the difference in your aura and your grounding. I love that before and after, man. It's so cool. That's so cool. And extra gold light in your grounding right now, just melt away, like pressure wash, power wash away energy blocks. Because all that letting go, it just, you let go of a lot, but then some of it doesn't quite make it all the way down to the core of the earth. So it could be just down there in your grounding. So you just make sure all that melts away. All right, good job. So that was vacuum boxes plus a little grounding and blocking afterwards. So I haven't done chakra repair yet, but since people are in pretty good shape, I'm going to first do good karma window repair. Because the angels tell me to do it first. So good karma windows is an area, is what is located here behind the base of your skull and the back of your neck. Say this is the back of your aura, this is the outer edge, and so they're all the aura layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And there are these energy windows. They look like triple frame, like picture frames, and they have a purpose. They're supposed to be protected and safe and whole and repaired and unblocked so that energy flows really well here, and it just allows this whole area to relax, and it allows you to keep this area safe and protected, which this is a really key area to just have presence and focus and everything. So these good karma windows, when they're all healed and repaired and there's nothing sort of wrapped around them and blocking them, they look like the colors of those aura layers. So, if you do the ideal, we could actually just kind of think about the color of all your chakras, and you could reset them if you want. So first chakra, make your first chakra your favorite shade of red. Second chakra below your belly button, make that your favorite shade of orange. You just imagine, like resetting it to your favorite shade of orange. Third chakra right here, below your sternum bone, make that your favorite shade of yellow. Fourth chakra right here, make that your favorite shade of green. That's for motivation and enthusiasm. Fifth chakra right here is for hearing your angels and communication, and partially helpful for intuition as well. Peace of mind. So make that your favorite shade of like a light to medium blue. And then sixth chakra, third eye behind your forehead. Make that your favorite shade of like medium to deep blue. And seventh chakra, in your head, in the top of your head, make that your favorite shade of purple. So that's not like, you don't have to do that, but I found that it's just it's very useful, like vibrationally, because the speed of vibration, it just kind of works out better, because these chakras tend to like slower moving vibrations. It tends to be more easy to be more present in those lower chakras with slower moving vibrations. So the lower colors on the rainbow, red, orange, yellow. And also what it does, what you just did is you set your aura layer colors too, because this red first chakra, when it spins, it generates the energy in this first layer. So you just reset the colors of your whole aura. So these good karma windows, they're those colors too now. It's just that they may have gunk around them, so you can't see those colors. But if you repair them and degunk them, then you'll be able to see those colors: red, orange, yellow, green, lighter blue, deeper blue, purple. Okay, so let's do that. First, what you can do, actually the simplest thing, if you're doing your own, is just recreate your good karma windows. You know, they're like little triple frames with like a colorful, transparent, translucent, I guess, pane in them, you know? So it's just like these windows, you know, triple frame windows. So just recreate them. So even my newbie just did it, because on a spirit level, you can do it. Like consciously, you might be thinking, I don't know what she's talking about. My gosh, you know. But if you just let yourself do it, like just, you know, just feel like, okay, I'm recreating these windows that are supposed to be here, you know, and just do it with, there's a part of you that's very, very wise. You may not be totally in tune with that part of you, but that part of you exists and you can do it. So you just recreate all 7 of your windows. Good job. So my newbie that had focus problems, she did it and she did a great job. Somebody else I'm looking at who's not a newbie did a great job. Somebody's dad, he did a great job. Yep, she did a great job. Yeah, so everyone did it. But now we can just heal that area more, like, because you can get energy blocks stuck in this area. So you can just kind of imagine the energy blocks like around the windows and just lower the energy blocks down and just blow them up all at once. Or lower them down and then melt them till they dissolve. Lower more energy blocks down and then melt them so they dissolve. Lower more energy blocks down and melt them so they dissolve. So again, we're working this area. Good karma windows is what I call this area. When they're healed and repaired, you do receive good karma from the universe through these windows, just like the universe trying to help you, send you helpful energy. But it's just like a little bit of like star and moon energy, and it's just it's very slight, and like you just sort of feel like a comfort. You can get energy blocks and even beings wrapped around this area. So let's let's just say, okay, angels, because there's so many ways, you know, but angels, can you recycle any beings that are messing with my good karma windows? And then you can just maybe wiggle your toes, stay here. Because what's happening then, maybe there's a being or two that, you know, and you, of course, you're a giant mighty being, and these things are like teeny weeny. But as one or two are cleaned out by your angels and recycled, then you come in more. So it can be a little bit like, at first you get spacey for a sec, because it's like a shift, but then you're getting in more. So to accelerate that, you getting in more, just touch your face or your wiggle your toes or move around a little. So again, try to make your energy work as practical as possible, right? Do you have enough presence here to have a fantastic day? Do you have enough presence here to be a mom of 3 kids and still be sane? You know, do you have enough presence here to, you know, just have a fabulous summer? Yeah, you know, so just keep clearing until you have enough presence here for what you need to experience. Clearing and nourishing, you know, because the gold light, you can absorb that and it nourishes this area. All right, cool. Good job, guys. So that was good karma window work. I have to figure out timestamps for that later. All right. Let's check everybody out. So let's do chakra repair. And we'll do it the old way, the way that I often do, but I haven't done in this set. This set we did it differently. But let's do it with composite copies. So we'll repair all major and minor chakras of your body and your spirit, and we will repair all energy channels. Repair and unblock all energy channels of your body and spirit. All at once. Because we can. Okay, so you just make a big, like, wide sort of tub of gold healing energy, universal gold healing energy, like a tub of gold water, right? And then you're going to make 2 different composite copies that basically look similar. One of them maybe is a little chubbier, and that is because it represents all your chakras. So your chakras, the basic shape is like a round cylinder. So 2 round openings and then the cylinder part. So like round opening, and a cylinder part, right? So that's make that, and just your intention is that this copy that you made is a composite copy of all your major and minor chakras of your body and spirit. So major and minor chakras, major ones are the 7 up your spine of your body and the 7 up your spine of your spirit. Minor is like little ones that are in between, you know, below your first, in between 4 and 5 you have one, you know, you have little chakras that way. And then you have all these amazing acupuncture points everywhere in your physical body. So those we could call minor chakras, even though they're majorly cool. So that's your composite copy of all your major and minor chakras of your body and spirit. So just dunk that in the gold light. So it'll already start repairing and unblocking, and the cords will melt. Any cords you don't want, which I would suggest you don't want any, unless you have like a young kid, you know, like 13 or 14 and younger, and you're the parent, then keep the first chakra cord to that kid. But any other cord you don't need and is in your way, I would say. So just let the gold light melt all that, and just leave that soaking in there in the gold light. And then your next composite copy that you're going to make is of all your energy channels of your body and spirit. So energy channels like this big flow down your arms, hopefully big flow down your arms, the big earth energy flow up your legs. Your spine is like a big energy channel going up and down with energy. But also there are these acupuncture, traditional Chinese medicine energy meridians that like sort of zigzag around. And those are really important too. So I would call those energy channels. So this composite copy maybe just looks like a tube, and it represents all those energy channels, any energy channels of your body and your spirit. And so just you have that and you made it, and you just dunk that in the gold light. And so as that swishes around in the gold light, just allow it to be unblocked to the extent that's healthy and gentle to do. Unblock this composite copy of your energy channels. And somebody said, am I too late? There's no too late. If you're not one of the prepaid participants, just heal yourself, and it's never too late to heal. But anyway, we have this big tub of gold light, and then you have your composite copy of all your chakras, all major and minor chakras. You made a composite copy. You're dunking that in the gold light, and then you have the long tube that is your composite copy of all your energy channels of your body and your spirit, and you're dunking that also in the gold light. So you just allow unblocking to happen, and repair to happen, and melting of cords to happen. So you just move that around and let it happen. You can use affirmations too, because that can kind of talk to the more resistant parts of you and get those parts of you to lighten up. So like you could say, I can be restored. I am unblocking myself. I can be restored. Whatever healthy kind of a thing you want to say. I can do this. It's time to heal. And again, like we said, be practical. Think of all the challenges that you have and your goals. I want to unblock enough, right? Because this is a love life healing. So let's unblock more so that you can just have a fabulous love life. You can enjoy your love life more. You can be self-healing and balanced and whole and healthy in your love life space. For those of you that don't have a partner right now, but you would like one, just keep unblocking and restoring your energy channels and your chakras, however much you need to manifest at a healthy rate for you in your love life. All right, good job. So you can get rid of these composite copies and get rid of your tub of gold light. If you don't like blowing things up, you can hand them all to your angels if you feel like that's it's better for you. So we repaired all your major and minor chakras, and you unblocked all your energy channels. I forgot to have you repair the protective force field on your energy channels. So just quickly make an energy channel composite again, and just use gold light around it to repair the protective force fields around all your energy channels. Okay, good job. So you can let that go. All right. So that was maybe like 8 minutes. So see, later, there'll be timestamps in the comment section within a day. And so you can, if you want to repair all your chakras, you can just go down to the comment section, find my text summary with the timestamps, and there'll be one that says chakra repair all major chakras, repair all energy channels. Just click on that and it'll bring you to this little 7-minute segment that you can redo. All right, so I'm checking out the people that I'm healing, the 101 people. I'm just checking out everybody's energy to see what we should do next. So let's do the avoidance librarian stuff. So that is fun. We did that on Sunday, 2 days ago as well, August 9th, 2020. But we're going to do it now because it's so fun. And it's good to do it multiple times because you have like multiple little parts of you. If you want to, you can kind of talk to this part of you before you melt her away, before you heal her and she's not the avoidance librarian anymore. Because it's kind of amusing to hear like if I talk to one of my avoidance librarians, she's like, the summer's too short. This is terrible. And the morning is cold. And why is that? And why do I have to do taxes? It's so annoying. And oh my God, my laundry. I never want to do laundry. What the heck? Yeah. And it's funny because it's like a really intense form of things that you normally think, but like, this is like the super strong version of it, because that's the part of you. And maybe there's other balanced parts of you, so you don't really feel it a lot, your avoidance librarian, but it impacts you. It makes you avoid things. It makes you dread things. It makes you, whatever, right? But they're really easy to heal. So let's do it. I give you a little personal example. So just imagine you're grounded, right? So reimagine you're grounding, red or orange or yellow, giant, wide, all the way down to the core of the earth, red or orange or yellow grounding. Bring it up high as your third chakra, which mine is right down here. Okay, so now just imagine one part of you, which is an inner avoidance librarian that you have, that's just really into like avoiding things and not dealing with things, right? And just imagine that part of you, and you can make a chair for that part of you and just sit her in the chair or him in the chair. And then if you want, you can say hi to this part of you and just say, so how do you feel about things? And then just like imagine what that part of you is saying. So, if that didn't work for you, you're like, I can't imagine what she's saying. That's okay. This still works, okay? Because the point is you're going to melt her away, so you're melting away your avoidance. So, okay, so now just melt her away. Just lots of gold light, and send the gold light to that part of you. And just surround that part of you with gold light. And basically what happens is this part of you totally melts. And it's really nice because it makes life easier. So let's melt 3 avoidance librarians. So we did 1, right? So let's do another and another, and then we'll deal with all that they were storing away and repressing. We'll deal with that too. Okay, so imagine another avoidance librarian of yours. You can make a chair out in front of you for this part of you and just listen to him or her for a sec. So how do you feel about things? Okay, so maybe you got a little sense of this part of you, maybe you didn't, that's okay. So then just imagine that part of you, lots of gold light, just surround that part of you and lots of gold light. You can just say, it's okay, it's all right, it's okay. And as you heal this part of you, then once the healing is complete, this part of you just, pixelates and like turns into like little bits of your energy that is all healed. And so it joins the rest of you. So then you don't have that avoidance librarian anymore. Okay. And if you're having trouble with that, just say, angels, can you please help me melt this part of me? Okay, and one more, avoidance librarian part of you. Or as my one client in her survey, she said she has avoidance soldiers. So maybe you have an avoidance captain or something. But anyway, imagine this avoidant part of you that is like really motivating you to avoid everything. And just say hi to that part of you. And if you want, just say, be like, so what bothers you these days? All right, and go ahead and give this part of you a healing. You don't really have to listen to this part of you, but it's just kind of fascinating sometimes. So just lots of gold light and melt away this part of you. Because as this part of you gets all healed, then it won't exist anymore. It'll just join. You'll just have that energy for happiness and productivity and peace. Okay, good job, guys. So the avoidance librarian, what they were doing is they were encouraging you, rather than clearing and replenishing, clearing and nourishing, they were encouraging you to avoid, right? And so that means that you have some stockpiles somewhere of energy blocks that these librarians were just putting away, and repressing for you. So that's a problem. We don't want that. That's going to get in the way of your love life, which we don't want, right? It's going to get in the way of you enjoying it more, or just even on a more basic fundamental level, it's going to affect the kind of people that you're attracted to, the kind of people that are attracted to you, your, judgment about who to go out with, who not to go out with. The more you're avoiding within you, then you're gonna pick a worse match, basically. Because a true match, a true compatible match person, even if they don't, talk about deep stuff verbally, because, particularly classically, it's the men that are less, into like deep verbal discussions, but not always the case. It can be women. But there's a way in which when they just stand there, they kind of acknowledge you as a soul. And so a really strong compatible match will acknowledge you very fully as a soul, on subconscious nonverbal levels. And if you're avoiding a whole bunch of you, you're not going to want that. You're going to be not attracted to that person. You're going to be like, no, I don't think I want to date him, or her. So the more that we clear all the stuff that you're avoiding, then you kind of feel really good about yourself. And so you'll be more open to this type of fully compatible, long-term compatible match person. And then when they greet you, you'll be very comfortable with that sense of how it feels. And so if you already have a long-term compatible match, it just makes you kind of really enjoy it even more. Like you'll feel the hugs more deeply, or you'll just enjoy the time together more deeply. So yay. So what are we doing? We're getting rid of the stockpiles of energy blocks that your avoidance librarians have buried away somewhere. So in the avoidance librarian sort of metaphor, then they're putting them away in maybe boxes, or maybe just big bookcases, lots and lots of bookcases, right? Because it was a librarian. So you can imagine, stacks and stacks and stacks of books, or boxes of books, whatever. And just for the ease of it, because you can do this on a spirit level, combine those like maybe rooms and rooms and rooms of books into just one book. Just smush it all into one book. Okay, and we're calling this your avoidance book, your book of avoidance. And then, okay, so let's make sure everyone gets to that part. So all the books, make it just into one book. There we go. And then, okay, so give this book of avoidance to your angels, and just say, angels, can you help me with this? That way, you know, some of that stuff, maybe you need to take like a month and do jujitsu bit by bit in your sleep. So it's nice and gentle and gradual. And so your angels will figure that all out with you. So rather than repressing something, just hand it to your angels. If you know you don't want to deal with it right away, just hand it to your angels. And that way it'll be you'll be pacing yourself in a healthy way. You'll be ask your angels for help with it. So it's like ideal. Right? So we did a melting away 3 avoidance librarians, and then we handed off the book of avoidance to your angels, which is basically giving away all these repressed energy blocks to your angels so that you can clear them. Some of them cleared instantly. Like I would say if I average for people, for the veterans that work their energy every day, they probably cleared 40% of it just instantly as they made the book and they gave it to their angels. They just cleared 40% of those blocks. And then the 60%, they're going to pace themselves over time. Some of the newbies, they cleared maybe 10 or 20% of it right away as they made their book of avoidance and gave it to their angels. And then the other 80%, their angels are going to help them do it in their sleep over time. Because if you're not clearing energy and meditating and unblocking your grounding regularly, you need to grow at a slower pace so that it's gentle. So flip that around. How do I speed up my manifesting, Janet? I'm really tired of not having a person in my life anymore, and it's been years and years and years. How do I speed this up? Well, unblock your grounding every day. If you want to unblock your grounding twice a day and make sure your aura is whole every day, you're definitely going to speed up your growth. And I do have a video that helps you do that in just 10 minutes. If you search Janet Wright, or repair, unblock, grounding, you'll find it. It's 10 minutes long. It'll be linked below later in the comment section as well. Oh, right. Good job, guys. So let's see what people need. Let's unblock the grounding again, just because, you know, the book of avoidance stuff and melting the avoidance librarian, your avoidance librarians, that's kind of a big deal. So just, again, unblock your grounding. Just imagine you're grounding, a copy of it out in front of you, and just hunt for the blocked up parts of it, which are probably the back part of it. It maybe got really narrow, in which case recreate your grounding. Just make it all over again, nice and wide, all the way down to the core of the earth. And another thing, you know, if you're like, okay, but I keep on blocking my grounding and I still feel blocked up. What that is then the bottom of your aura could be all stuck, because each aura layer wraps all the way around, and you can have hard energy down here that is, so even though your grounding all around you is like really fast moving, you have like you're standing on rocks, you know, and that'll prevent the whole thing from releasing properly. So let's just unblock the bottom of your grounding beneath your feet. So you just imagine that part of your grounding. So here's your feet. Here's the bottom of your grounding, right? Here's the layers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just unblock your grounding beneath your feet. So love life, love life, love life, love life, right? Even just saying that is enough to block up a lot of people, right? So, but why you're blocking up? Because your heart chakra is blocked and or your 4th layer is blocked, probably. you know? So just right now this is your chance, right? We're unblocking all these layers here, so you can especially unblock your heart chakra layer, your fourth layer down here. All these layers, right? If love life makes you sad thinking about your love life, then unblock the second layer especially. If thinking about your love life makes you nervous, then unblock the first layer right underneath your feet especially. But just cover your bases and unblock the whole thing. So we are unblocking your aura beneath your feet. Since we're in the neighborhood, we may as well do, again, the lower half of your body, since that worked out so nicely. We'll probably do the whole body, but let's start with the lower part of the body. So just imagine a copy out in front of you of your whole body or just the lower half right now. And we're going to unblock your feet chakra, which are in the arch of each foot. There's a big foot chakra. Plus you have energy centers, like a ton of them in your feet, because like you have all these little bones. And when a bone comes together, that's a joint. And in each joint, you have an energy center. Very cool stuff. So just heal your feet. And your ankles, unblock your ankles. You have energy centers in your ankles. Just unblock them so the energy flows up your ankles better. And that foot chakra, you can imagine a composite even of both your feet chakra as one. And so just maybe if that's easier for you. And just lower legs and knees. You have energy centers in your knees. Definitely want those to be happy. Thighs. And again, I said in the intro, you want to feel huggable. Like you want to feel worthy of love, and you want to, ideally, right? Even for those people that are like, well, it's not really a good time in my life for me to have a love life, it's still good to feel lovable and worthy of love, right? And to enjoy your body, maybe in sexual ways. or maybe just enjoying exercise and stretching, enjoying, having a healthy lifestyle. So go ahead and just wash out any energy. Let's do it from your hips and your legs and your feet. Anything that blocks your sexuality, your sensuality, any sort of body image shame stuff, just melt it away with gold light. Basically, it's just blocked energy. And so just wash it away, lots of gold light. And with stuff that's chronic, you can clear it. It just takes time. Like you might clear 10% of it today, and then you just keep working, and each time you clear another 10%, something like that. So don't give up. Just today you want to do what's healthy and gentle to clear. As far as body shaming, anything that makes you not feel huggable and not want to enjoy your body, just melt all that away. You want to be able to have a pleasant experience with your body, right? Because you want to be able to eat right and be motivated to do healthy things. And also you know, in the love life context, you want to feel lovable. You want to be comfortable with yourself so that you fully stand present on a spirit level in front of your partner. Like even if you guys don't, you know, stand eyeball to eyeball with each other physically, just on a soul level, you know, if you're comfortable with yourself and your body, it's gonna change your experience of your love life. So now you can just do your whole body, just add the, you know, the head, your neck, head, upper torso, shoulders, upper back, your chest area, your boobs, your chest if you're a guy or a girl, either way. Just clear out any sort of body shaming energy around your chest area or your shoulders or your arms. You know, maybe you have judgments about your arms, you know, like I used to have more muscular, more muscle here than I do now. So I have some judgment that I need to clear around this part of my arm. Right? So just wash out any negative opinions or judgments you have from yourself or other people about any part of your body. Just wash it out. And again, you know, just because you don't clear it all today doesn't mean it's not worth doing, right? Just do what's healthy and gentle to do today. Let the gold light find anything that needs to clear from anywhere in your body. So we're doing a whole body healing, whole physical body healing, and how this helps love life is probably obvious by now. Just helps you to feel good and comfortable with yourself, and that affects who you're attracted to. It affects how that person interacts with you. It affects a lot of things. And so what's the opposite of avoidance? It's clearing and restoring, right? Replenishing. So as you give the gold light, just you're replenishing yourself. Just let yourself receive. It's okay to receive. And I said we would be doing flowers, flower healing, so let's do that too. So go ahead and make energy healing flowers for any energy that your body needs, your physical body needs. Maybe my husband and I have this funny term that we say we're hug deprived. If we haven't hugged enough in the day, we just kind of kid each other and be like, I'm hug deprived, give me a hug. I'm feeling hug deprived. So maybe you're feeling hug deprived. Maybe your body's feeling hug deprived. Maybe in a real way or just kind of a little bit, you know, maybe a lot, you know. So I said before in the Q&A a lot, I talked about a lot of love life issues. If anyone wants to go back and watch that Sunday Q&A video, it's all mostly about love life stuff, plus some other cool stuff. So, but I talked about sometimes there are needs that you can fulfill, and then there are some needs that, you know, ideally a partner would fulfill. But a lot of times people misjudge that, and they think that there's so much that their partner is supposed to fulfill, but they're missing that there's a lot that they can fulfill that is really part of their own self-love and self-care. So so let's make flower healing for your body. Maybe there's some stuff, you know, like the hug energy and just the love and appreciation energy that actually is your job to give yourself. So let's do that, right? So make a whole bunch of energy healing flowers, and they can be gold or rainbow colors. Just let the wise part of you make them. Energy healing flowers for your physical body, whatever your physical body needs, that you can make in energy healing flowers, and then just make 100 times more than that. And then just have your angels double check the flowers. Angels, can you double check my flowers for my body? And then give them to yourself. And stay here, be grounded, maybe recreate your grounding, because that might stir up stuff when you give yourself healing. You know, maybe this was a little overdue, you know. So redo your grounding. We're going to do it again. Okay, so again, make energy healing flowers for yourself, for your body, whatever your physical body needs. And then times that by 100 if you want, just to make more. And say, angels, can you double check my flowers for my body? And then go ahead and give them to yourself. Give them to your body. And they'll just go wherever they're needed. Good job, guys. Woohoo! So that was flower healing for your body. Now let's do more flower healing for you as a spirit, because you are not your physical body. Okay, so go ahead and make energy healing flowers for you as a spirit, whatever you need to be healthy and balanced in your love life energy. And that's even if you don't have a partner, you still want to be healthy and balanced in your love life space. It'll help your relationships in the future, in this life and in next future lives, right? So whatever you need as a spirit to be healthy and balanced and well in your love life space, right? So just make a whole bunch of energy healing flowers, gold or rainbow colors, and say, angels, can you double check these flowers that are for me? And then go ahead and give those to yourself. Okay, one more batch. Okay, whatever you need in your love life to be healthy and well, to manifest, all that good stuff, right? So energy healing flowers for you in your love life. And then you can make 100 times more if you want. And then say, angels, double check my flowers. And then give them to yourself. Good job. So just unblock your grounding again. That's what I'm doing with people. So how do you unblock your grounding? You just imagine you're grounding and just look for the clogs and melt them. Or imagine the clogs and melt them. All right. Okay, so now we had said that we're going to do home healing, right? And so first, I want to heal you guys in a specific way, and I'll tell you what I'm doing so that you can do it yourself now or later when this is a video. What you do is you imagine the wounds, well, just one at a time, but you imagine an inner wound that is blocking you from taking initiative and enjoying the care of your home, your living space, whether it's an apartment or a house or whatever. Maybe it's the yard in your house, or you're just doing your laundry in your apartment, whatever, right? Home care, home maintenance, home creativity, whatever. So there could be inner wounds that you have that maybe are even from past lives, and they're just blocking you from taking more initiative or having more enjoyment or whatever with all these home tasks, home-related tasks. So you just imagine just one wound, right? Have your grounding still. Be here. We just unblocked grounding, so you're in a pretty good space. But just imagine one wound. You can imagine it looking like a rip You can imagine it looking like a hole maybe, and just heal the wound. So you imagine the wound that is blocking you from home maintenance tasks or home care, and just use lots of gold light. So it's kind of like aura repair, where there's a rip in your aura, but you just imagine this wound, and this wound, you know, maybe technically it's in a couple of chakras or whatever, but you're just imagining it as one wound, and you're just healing the wound that is blocking you from home care, home maintenance projects. And just take your time, let the gold light do the work. All right. So let's do a bunch of flowers too. So we healed a wound that was blocking you from home maintenance stuff, right? And home organizing, home whatever. So now do some energy healing flowers so you can nourish yourself in a way that would help you with home maintenance, home organizing, yada, yada, right? So make energy healing flowers for yourself that would help you with home maintenance and home organizing and home care. And then you can multiply those by 100 and then say, angels, can you double check my flowers? And then just give them all to yourself. And let's do another one of those. So these are energy healing flowers for you so that you feel more nourished and ready to do home care, home maintenance. Energy healing flowers for you. And then multiply them by 100, so they're a whole bunch. And then say, angels, can you double check my flowers? And then give them to yourself. And I think we can do one more wound. So just imagine another wound that's healthy and gentle to do, and it's a wound that you have, an inner wound. Maybe it's from this life or past lives. You don't have to worry about that, but it's the wound that's the best one for you to heal, so that you're more ready and enjoying your home tasks, home related, organizing, cleaning, maintaining, whatever. Right? So you imagine the wound. It could look like a rip or a hole or something, and just heal it, repair it. And keep breathing, wiggle your toes. Lots of gold light. All right, and then do a little flower healing after that. Go ahead, whatever nourishing that you need after having healed those wounds, and whatever nourishing you need to help you to be ready and totally excited about your your home projects, your home maintaining, home organizing, home clearing, energy clearing, whatever you want to do with your home. So just make energy healing flowers for you. And say, angels, can you double check my flowers? And you can make 100 times more of that if you want. And then just give them to yourself. Deep breath. So sometimes you can have beings in the way of your home maintaining, home clearing, home organizing, home whatever, home decorating. And remember, you are the giant mighty being, right? But these little beings, they can get in the way, just because it's kind of like if you have a rock in your shoe. It's like a little stupid little pebble, but it's right in your shoe. So it's like, it's really having an impact. It's kind of like that. So you're the giant mighty being, but this little thing is like a pebble in your shoe, right? So let's get rid of that stuff, right? So first, I always like to imagine your angels, because your angels are the ones that are going to escort these other beings out and recycle them for you. And plus, like, sometimes people get spooked when they think of these little pebble in your shoe type beings, but your angels are way bigger and more powerful, and it's so comforting to think of them. So that's nice, right? So you can just imagine, your angels all standing in a nice row with your spirit guide, and everybody listening to me has at least 3 personal angels plus 1 spirit guide. And angels are real angels, not just grandma in heaven, like real angels that were assigned to you for this specific life. They're specifically paired with you because they'll be really good at helping and guiding you and protecting you. So anyway, your 3 at least angels and your spirit guide. And so you can just imagine them standing in a row and wave at them. And it works even if you can't see. Just, give them a little wave. Or just say hi, with your mind. Sometimes people are like, tell my angels hi. It's like, just say hi, they can hear you. So anyway, okay, so you said hi to your angels. So then just imagine the riffraff, the pebble in your shoe beings that are in the way of your home, your awesome home projects, home energy healing projects, home maintenance, home organizing, home decorating, whatever, right? So you imagine the awesome line of your angels and your spirit guide. So just imagine maybe rows of them, whatever beings are getting in the way. And then don't take them so seriously and just be like, angels, can you get rid of all of them? Can you recycle all these beings? And that's all you have to do. And then you just enjoy your beverage while your angels do the work. Okay? So just you imagined your angels and your spirit guide, and then just line up all those riffraff beings out in front of you. Just imagine them all out in front of you that are blocking you from your home maintenance, your home energy clearing, your home organizing, home decorating, whatever. Even enjoying your home. And then go ahead and say, angels, can you recycle all of them? And then, like I said, just relax while your angels do the work. Wiggle your toes, stay here, touch your skin, enjoy that, because it's like that'll just really anchor you and help you to be present if you feel things about your body, like wiggling your toes. So good. So we got rid of some beings that were in the way of you doing your home healing, home renovating, whatever kind of projects. So now I'll just walk you through a home energy clearing exercise. So I'm just going to talk to the angels for a sec to figure out which one is best for all the 101 people. Okay. So one way I'm going to walk you through healing your home, and we did some of this last month on the Tuesday healing. So in case you want to find that one, it's in early July, and it's the Tuesday healing. It'll say Healing 3 in the title. And then you can just look in the comment section, look for the timestamp link and the home healing stuff. Do that. But this one is different. Each month we're going to do a unique one in the Tuesday healing. So this one, what the angels showed me is that whether you rent or you own, or you maybe you rent a room in someone else's home, that in the home space, like the building and the property, it has its own grounding, right? But a lot of times there's energy from the person that, like, say, pays the mortgage, in the grounding of the building and in the grounding of the property. So like in one case, these people in this house, they live together in the house. So it's not just like husband and wife, it's husband and wife and adult kids in this house, right? And the dad pays the bills and in that house, and so his energy about paying bills is in the building's grounding, blocking it up, affecting everybody. So somebody else, they rent, and so they're really not paying all the bills, they're just paying somebody who then does it all. So they really may not have permission to clear the grounding of the whole building, but what they can do is they have a room, so they can clear that, and that's going to have a positive ripple effect on the whole property and the whole house, or the whole condo, whatever it is. So I always want to mention, like, okay, if think of like the hierarchies of it, and do you have permission to clear the whole place? Because if you just rent a room and somebody else owns the house, or whatever, like it depends. So if you rent an apartment, then you have permission to clear the grounding of that apartment. Although we're going to be clearing out like the owner's energy. So I guess what I'll say is, if you own, then of course do it. If you rent, ask the angels to do it. Yeah, that'll be safest, because it's going to help the owner, but they could get a little triggered by that. So if you're not the owner, like the mortgage payer or something, like say if you rent, ask your angels to do what I'm about to describe. But if you're the owner, then go for it. So you imagine the building, and you can just imagine like a simple version of it, like it's a box, So you imagine the building, and then you imagine the land around it. And again, if you don't own all that, you're gonna have your angels do this, not you, right? So you don't get whacked really hard. But you imagine the property and you imagine the building, and it should be all grounded, right? So if you're not the owner, just ask the angels. Angels, can you ground the building and the land? If you own it, go ahead, do it. Just make a big grounding for it all, red or orange or yellow. And you can use universal earth energy, just earth energy for the grounding, so it's not your life force, right? And then just wash out of that grounding all the mortgage paying energy, all the energy about bills, the light bill, the gas bill, the electric bill, the water bill, the mortgage bill, wash that out. And if you own the property, and there were people, like my house was built in the early 70s, so there have been a lot of different owners of this house. So actually there's a lot of different people's energy around bills and mortgages in the grounding of this property. And that would be true for other people's properties too. Unless it's like new construction, then there could still be like energy from the contractor or something. So just, again, you're just imagining the grounding of the property and the building. And if it's yours, all yours, then just wash out all the bill paying energy from the grounding. energy about bills, energy about money. Just wash it out, because a specific person's energy is going to just block everything up in the land and the building. And then I'm going to listen to the angels just a little bit more, because they're trying to point something else out to me. Okay, so say you run a business out of your home, and so you've had clients come to your home, or you've just, like say it's a house, but it was owned by other people in the past, or, you've had guests in your home. It's very common for people to leave little bits of their energy, maybe in the property. Maybe they thought some bush was really pretty, or some row of flowers you have is really pretty, so they literally left by accident, some of their energy around where the flowers were, so if you have clients that come, maybe they liked the energy there, so a little bit of their spirit is still there, going, oh, the energy here is so nice. Or maybe just people used to own the place, and they have issues about a certain pantry because they never cleaned it, so they're like still standing there going, I really need to clear this pantry, even though they moved out 20 years ago. So just go ahead and wash out the people. And again, if you don't own the place, if you don't own the place, you could ask the owner. So just center yourself and stay present. Like, don't send your energy to that person, but just stay present. Let your voice of your mind just be like, say if his name is John, hi John, I'm able to clear out people's energy from the home and the property, and that could make everything function better. It could help appliances, it could help curb appeal. So are you okay with me just washing everybody's energy out of the property and the building, and having the angels bless it? And then on a spirit level, they might be like, no, I don't want that. Or they'll say, oh, that would be wonderful, thanks. So, but if it's yours, obviously you don't have to ask anybody. But if you live with a partner, you could let them know, just on a spirit level, be like, oh, hey, say your partner's name is Susan, just say, oh, hey, Susan, I'm going to be cleaning out the property and the home, and it's going to help us both feel more comfortable here, feel like it's ours, more. I can clear out people that used to live here, people that have come as guests, and I can just clear all that energy out. And then, she'll probably say, oh, wow, great. But if she says no, that's fine. Then you just ask the angels to do what of it that can be done, and the angels work out diplomacy, and that's easy. Okay? But assuming you can do it, if you got permission, or if it's yours, just wash out other people from the building and the property itself. So imagine the whole property, all the corners, all the boundaries, the whole inside part, and the house, the roof, the plumbing, the electrical, the basement, the crawl space, the attic, the roofing, the siding. Inside the closets, like I said, somebody might still be train wrecking on their pantry and they don't even live there anymore. So imagine the laundry room, the pantry, everywhere. All the cabinetry, the plumbing, everything. Just wash everybody out. Even yourself, because you don't need your life force in this stuff. One of my participants, she said, oh, Janet, can you help me? Because I keep a lot of papers and I keep a lot of old clothing, and I just can't get rid of it, and I don't know what's wrong with me. So most likely what's happening is you've gotten into, hoarding is the extreme version of it, and most people don't want to say, I'm kind of a hoarder, But, when you keep stuff that you should let go of, technically it's called hoarding, but that's such a bad word these days. Everyone's like, oh, hoarder, But anyway, when you do that, when you keep stuff that it'd be better to let go of, a lot of times you have your life force in the objects, in the pile, in the clothing, in the paperwork. And so it's like it feels too much a part of you to let go of, right? It feels like your arm, and you don't want to let go of your arm, do you? You know? So if you wash yourself out of the property and wash yourself out of the building, and you can even, and the closets and the clothing and the paperwork, and just, if you at all doubt that this is good, just say, angels, help me to do this in the best way possible, the healthiest way possible. And they're going to be like, no, go ahead, do it, please. But, if you doubt it at all, just say, angels, help me so this is healthy. Okay, but just wash yourself out, wash everybody out of the property and the possessions, so that, if you live there with your partner or your partner and your children, of course, they're welcome there. But that way their life force isn't stuck in the objects. This can help, kids be more able to clean up and put away their toys because their life force isn't in all their toys. It can help people be more likely to organize or give things away. Wash everybody's energy out of the laundry room, all the laundry hampers and washing machine and closets and dressers. And if this stuff seems too much, just say, angels, can you help me do this? Angels, can you help me wash all my energy out of the whole property and the building and all the papers and clothing, etc. And that way you can just relax. All right, good job. So we're pretty much done. I'm just going to, so we did not do avoidance closet fun with closets, but we did the avoidance librarian stuff. But the avoidance fun with closets, I do think that's really good to do, but that's in the Sunday one. So we didn't repeat that today just because I wanted to have time for all the home stuff. So I'm going to just check everybody's energy, make sure everybody's okay. And go ahead and unblock your grounding. If you're doing this for yourself, just, comb through your aura, relax your chakras, just let them unblock if any of them got a little blocked up. So like gold light in front of and behind your spine, because that's where all your major chakras are. And just gold light in your legs and in front of your legs so that your spirit pops back into your legs. And unblock your grounding. And just let's do blanket exercise real quick. Big gold blanket out in front of you. Dump anything that got triggered that didn't clear onto the blanket. So make a big pile. And then ask your angels to help you clear it if you need to. And just use gold light and melt away the pile. So just say, angels, can you give me a blessing and a healing? All right, so the healing is done. I'm just going to go through quickly, and you could, if you want, if you have a quick comment about what your favorite part was or how how you feel now, and you can give context like if you healed yourself only, or if you were one of the 101 people, you received the healing from me, you'll receive healing, feel blah, blah, blah. It's optional, but that could be interesting for just to say. But and while I'm waiting for people to comment real quickly, the next healing is actually, believe it or not, it's in less than a week. It's this coming Sunday, because it's on the third Sunday. So it just depends on, how soon that is, given the different months. But yeah, so the next healing is this Sunday, and it's work-life balance, I'm pretty sure, which is always really awesome. I love that one. It's like I could do a work-life balance healing every week and it would not be too much. Let me see for sure. Yeah. Work-life balance. Woohoo! So, and even if you're retired, I mean, that could probably still help, because maybe you have just energy from the careers that you had that are impacting your personal life still. So it's always fun to clear that stuff. Okay, so people say glad I made it tonight. Hey, hello all. Am I too late? No, you're never too late. Am I too late as well? Yeah, I think maybe you guys get confused. Like, I'm not healing everybody that watches. It's like I heal a set number of people that I know, that I have their names written down on my paper in front of me. It's usually, it maxes out. Like these people, they prepay on my website. You are welcome to be one of those people, but you have to prepay the nominal fee on my website before it sells out. So then I'm prepared and I prep my energy, and so but everyone's welcome to just come, and you're never too late to observe and heal yourself as I'm healing everybody, as I'm healing those 101 people. So you can definitely be a part of the experience by just healing yourself, and I talk out loud as I'm doing it, so you're never too late for that. Someone says, hello, I'm already feeling motivated to do my taxes and update my insurance claims. Good. Yeah, that clearing avoidance stuff is amazing. It's so funny to talk to, if you can hear, like just imagine what your avoidance librarian is saying before you melt her away. Like, my gosh. Complain, complain, complain. It's really interesting. Somebody says, hey, hello. Oh, no, I'm late. No, you're not too late. Thank you, Janet and Angels, for this triple healing. I've had so many helpful, gentle dreams showing me blocks to work on. It's been fun. Thank you. Oh, that's nice. Sometimes you have nightmares. Like I had a nightmare. It wasn't like a really scary one, but it wasn't a pleasant one, this morning. But what that is it's just energy blocks that your body was trying to clear, but they're like a little bigger. And so they didn't clear, and so your body turns it into this unpleasant story, and so those are just energy blocks. So if you wake up after having a nightmare, just clear the energy blocks. Just imagine like blanket exercise. I have a blanket exercise video if you need a walkthrough. It's a cute little 11-minute video. If you search Janet Wright blanket exercise, you just put on the blanket all the energy blocks that gave you the nightmare and just melt them all. Ask your angels for help if you need it. So that's the idea. Even with a really bad nightmare, you just clear the energy blocks, and then maybe you might want to like rebalance your GV and your CV meridians. GV goes up the back, CV goes up the front. Like if you, for example, if you have a nightmare that you feel kind of vulnerable and you're not in control, maybe your CV meridian is a little damaged here, because that one it's for like your more vulnerable stuff, and so maybe it's just a little messed up, compressed or whatever. So you can just heal your two meridians here, the GV one in the back and the CV one in the front. And I'll make sure those videos are linked below later. You can always just search Janet Wright meridians. That'll probably pull them all up, I would think. But anyway, so clearing energy blocks, energy healing flowers, that's nice. Clearing and nourishing, right? That's the opposite of avoiding and repressing, is clearing and nourishing. So that's all you need to do after a nightmare, is just keep clearing and nourishing. Okay. I loved the healing and I feel great. I was a participant. The home stuff made me feel a little nervous because I don't want to make my landlord mad. Yeah, so just check it out with them, on a spirit level. The thing is, if you talk to them on a spirit level, you should be able to find a way in which it really makes sense to them, because it'll totally help their property value. It literally, it definitely makes the appliances last longer. Like, I kid you not. Like, my husband and I have made like the most garbage appliances last pretty long in different rentals that we've had. Just because if you clear the energy and you have this intention be that, everything's okay, it does, because electrical appliances is like energy, so it's not perfect, but it does help. So, if you explain things like that, like, hey, if I could wash out the energy of all the old tenants, your problem tenants that you've had in the past, stuff like that. Like, most landlords on a spirit level, they'll be like, you could do that, so yeah. Someone says, received healing and feel a lot less avoidant and more relaxed and positive moving forward. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. That's good. Yeah, those avoidance librarians, man. Woo! And then you give the book of avoidance to your angels, and it's like weight off your shoulders. Good, good, good. Someone says, I fell asleep on the sofa and forgot about the live webinar. Did I receive it even though I was asleep? Yes. And your angels made you fall asleep. So it's okay. You didn't make a mistake. Sometimes it's just you get a lot more out of it on a spirit level if you're asleep. Sometimes not. You can do it live and awake and watch live. But sometimes the angels are just like, meh. Let's make her sleep on this one. But then definitely do the video, because it usually means that it's a more important one for you. So then, rock the video, basically. And for you guys, if you're not subscribers, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, I don't care either way, honestly. I mean, well, it helps the channel if more subscribers, but I don't want people to subscribe if they don't want to, But if you click subscribe, and you click that bell notification icon, what it does is then YouTube will email you a copy of this live stream video right when the live stream ends. Otherwise, for some reason, they sit on the video for like a full day and it doesn't show up on my YouTube channel page for a day. So, it depends on if that's worth it to you. If you want to get the video right away so that you can, let's say if you sleep through the live stream, you can, you'll get the video and the email right away, and then you can catch up. Someone says, I felt sensations in the heart area on and off throughout this healing. I'm happy about that. Thank you. Good. Yeah, so heart chakra stuff clearing, which is good. Someone says, thanks. It's been great. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, I had a nightmare involving a weird fluffy spider. Yeah. Yeah, so you want to clear all that. Yeah, it's just probably, you could do Freudian analysis on it and all that, but basically it's just energy blocks, from this and past lives. So just do a bunch of energy clearing. Like for my bad dream, I did clear, maybe I did blanket or side, or stacking and clearing, whatever, to clear the energy blocks. I just melted them away for a little bit, and then I cleared more, and then I cleared more, and then I, healed my CV meridian in particular, and then the GV one a little bit, and then regrounded. And then I did the flower healing. That was nice, making flowers for myself. Enthusiasm flower healing there's a whole flower healing playlist. I'll make sure that's linked below later. There's a whole flower healing playlist of like a lot of little flower healing videos, so you could just pick and choose whichever one you want and do it for yourself. Why? Because what's the opposite of clearing avoidance? What's the opposite of avoidance? Being avoidant and repressing things is clearing things and nourishing yourself, right? So you can that could be your new way, is to clear what bothers you, right? Clear what makes you sad, clear what makes you frustrated, clear what makes you feel lonely. That way, you don't need to feel that way. But it was kind of cute. Someone says, awesome. Thanks, Janet. Well, good. Really enjoyed the healing, paid for it, and definitely just needed to nap a while. Yeah, plenty of people nap through the healings. I feel like that was tons of stuff to clear out. Yes. Thanks so much, Janet. The topic was so good. Well, good. You guys are very welcome. Okay, so this is going to be a long enough video. We should end it, but you guys are super fun. And thank you for rocking this out and caring about your own self-healing. Like, how amazing are you? And the next group healing will be in less than a week on Sunday, the 16th of August. And I will get up the events for it because there'll be a Q&A too after that one. If you're interested, a Q&A live stream when anyone can answer questions. You just have to post them towards the beginning of the live stream, and 1 or 2 only. But anyway, I'll try to get those events up today so that you can kind of see those and know they're coming. That'll be this coming Sunday. And you can look on my website to see all the group healings, even though right now all the group healings are sold out. But in 4 days, on the 15th, the October group healings are going up, so you can buy those. But you can still watch if you didn't get to buy the other ones before they sold out. There's some really good topics. So you can just heal yourself, watch the live streams and heal yourself if you didn't buy them. Okay, guys, you are so awesome. I'm going to peek at how many people are watching. 19, 18. I just lost somebody. I understand. 2 hours is a long time. Okay. Someone says, I feel better. Good. All right. Bye. Have a good day or evening. You're awesome.